What if I told you 70% of people trying for AWS Solutions Architect Professional exam don't have proper plan? There's a strategy one should follow for this exam. Once you implement it, passing becomes easier. I've used this strategy myself and passed the exam in 2 months. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact strategy and tips to pass the exam. Let's get started.
Welcome everyone to our session on how to crack the AWS Solutions Architect Professional certification in just 2 months. The key is to follow a well-structured, time-efficient approach that maximizes your chances of passing on the first try. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the exact steps you need to take to make this happen. This is a strategic preparation path designed specifically for busy professionals like yourselves. As you can see from the comprehensive curriculum we'll be covering, this isn't just another study guide. Let's dive in and transform your AWS career trajectory starting today. Today we'll cover 5 key areas to help you successfully prepare for and pass the Solutions Architect Professional exam. First, we'll discuss why this certification matters and the transformative impact it can have on your career and technical skills. This certification opens doors to senior architect roles and significantly increases your market value. Next, we'll walk through our proven 8-week study blueprint, including weekly milestones and specific areas of focus. Then we'll cover how to select the most effective and concise study materials, both official AWS resources and carefully chosen third-party content. After that, we'll share battle-tested strategies for active recall and practice exams to maximize your learning retention. Finally, we'll help you create your personalized action plan to schedule, track, and adjust your preparation for guaranteed success. Let's be honest about what we're facing. The AWS Solutions Architect Professional exam is genuinely one of the most challenging certifications in the cloud industry. You'll encounter 75 complex questions that test your deep understanding of AWS services and architectural patterns. These aren't simple multiple choice questions. They're scenario-based problems that require real expertise. You only have 180 minutes to complete the exam, which creates significant time pressure. The passing score is 750 out of 1000, meaning you need to perform at a high level consistently. With a $300 USD exam fee, this is a serious investment that demands thorough preparation. But here's the good news. With the right strategy, this challenge becomes completely manageable. Understanding the exam structure is crucial for strategic preparation. The exam covers 4 main domains with specific weightings that should guide your study allocation. Design for new solutions carries the highest weight at 29%, making it your primary focus area. Design for organizational complexity follows at 26%, then continuous improvement for existing solutions at 25%, and finally, accelerate workload migration and modernization at 20%. This weighting tells you exactly where to invest your study time for maximum impact. Knowing these percentages will help you prepare strategically and allocate your precious study hours wisely. Let me be absolutely clear about the prerequisites. You need 2+ years of hands-on cloud experience, preferably with AWS. This isn't theoretical knowledge we're talking about. You need real-world experience designing and implementing AWS solutions. If you're missing this foundation, you're setting yourself up for failure. The AWS Solutions Architect Associate certification is strongly recommended as your first step. You also need practical AWS design experience with real-world solution architecture. Here's my pro tip. If you're new to AWS, start with the Associate certification first. Don't skip steps, build your foundation properly, and the professional exam becomes much more achievable. Resource selection can make or break your preparation, so let's get this right. For Theory Foundation, Start with AWS Skill Builder's free courses. They're official and comprehensive. Then choose one high-quality paid course for deeper understanding. Get mobile access so you can learn during commutes and breaks. Pro tip: stick to one theory course to avoid confusion and conflicting information. Quality over quantity always wins in certification preparation. For practice testing, I recommend Tutorials Dojo or select Udemy courses plus Skill Builder practice questions. Here's the critical part. Target 85% or higher on practice tests before scheduling your real exam. This will give you enough confidence to achieve your AWS certification. I personally took Stephen Marrick's theory course, which is quite crisp, comprehensive, and easy to follow. I also purchased Stephen Marrick's practical exams course. I also bought one more practical exams course from Tutorials Dojo for further practice. Here's the counterintuitive strategy that separates successful candidates from those who fail. Start with your weakest areas first. Tackle the most difficult and unfamiliar topics when your mental energy is highest. Most people avoid hard topics, but that's exactly why they fail. Use official AWS documentation for deep dives. It's the source of truth. Don't hesitate to ask Amazon Q for clarification on complex concepts. Focus on understanding the logical reasoning behind solutions, not memorizing facts. Practice questions in review mode immediately, see explanations, and learn from mistakes instantly. This approach builds genuine expertise, not just exam passing ability. Timing is everything in certification success. Short, intense study bursts are far more effective than long, drawn-out preparation. 2 months at 4 hours per day beats 4 months at 2 hours per day because retention is everything. Long gaps between study sessions mean forgotten concepts and broken neural pathways. Book your exam now for week 9, giving yourself a buffer week for final preparation. Commitment drives action. Having a deadline creates urgency. Pro tips: request 30-minute accommodation if you are an ESL candidate. Check for discounts like 50% off for previous certification holders and choose test centers over home testing. Test centers eliminate technical hassles and provide a professional, distraction-free environment. This is your roadmap to victory, broken into strategic phases. Weeks 1-2 focus on foundation building. Complete your theory course while concentrating on difficult unknown topics first. Emphasize AWS organizations, advanced networking, and multi-account strategies during this phase. Weeks 3-4 are your deep dive period. Tackle advanced concepts like migration patterns, disaster recovery, and hybrid architectures. Continue theory while starting practice questions. Weeks 5-6 shift to practice mode. Complete full practice exams in review mode and screenshot every question for later review. Weeks 7-8 are exam simulation time. Timed practice exams targeting 85% plus scores, reviewing weak domains, and final presentation review sessions. Here's a game-changing study technique that most candidates never discover. Instead of traditional note-taking, use PowerPoint screenshots for fast capture without any typing needed. This visual learning approach captures diagrams, architecture patterns, and complex questions that are impossible to transcribe effectively. Store everything in cloud storage for mobile access. Review anywhere, anytime. Before your exam, you can flip through your full screen presentation for rapid visual memory reinforcement. This method transforms passive studying into active visual learning that sticks. Your PowerPoint becomes your ultimate reference material, eliminating the need to revisit course content. The final week is about perfecting your exam execution, not learning new concepts. Complete 4 to 6 full-length practice tests of 180 minutes each to build your endurance and timing precision. Flip through your screenshot deck repeatedly to reinforce visual memory patterns. Master time management with 2 assay minutes per question average, flag difficult ones, and return later. Follow this schedule. Day 7, comprehensive review with practice exam 1. Day 4, deep dive on challenging topics. Day 2, light review and rest. Then it's exam day. You're ready to execute your victory. Exam day is when all your preparation pays off. Choose a morning slot when your mind is fresh and performance peaks. Arrive 30 minutes early for stress-free check-in. Follow the light stomach strategy. Avoid heavy meals to prevent needing bio breaks during the 180-minute marathon. Stick to your time management plan. 2.4 minutes per question average. Flag difficult ones for later review. Most importantly, trust your preparation. You've done the work, so read questions carefully, eliminate obviously wrong answers, and commit to your choices with confidence. This is your moment to shine. Success requires immediate action, not just good intentions. Book your exam today for week 9 to create urgency and commitment. Purchase your theory course and practice exams now. Focus on quality over quantity. Start week 1 tomorrow by diving into organizational complexity concepts. Begin screenshotting everything to PowerPoint immediately to build your visual reference library early. Remember the golden rule: consistency beats intensity every time. Just 13.5 hours per week for 8 weeks equals AWS solutions, architect professional certification success. The path is clear. Now execute with determination.